Okie dokie. You wake up early and you still run late. How do I? Darren, good morning. I have to go unlock the door for Jay. I'll be right back. Oh, it's a bitter cold for the next couple weeks. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. I'll co-host till Justin's back. There you go. Stonebender as the show. Good morning, Gary. I got coffee. Morning, Paul. Last night was the wolf moon. Well, there you go. How's everyone? Oh man, he's back. Hey, hey, Justin. Good morning, Stonebender. If you can't tell, I'm sick. Good morning, Biggie and J20. Enjoy Sunday's conversation in AI whales. Thanks, Gator. Yeah, the AI whale episode's weird. So I had a pina colada, and my hair was perfect. Oh, for the wolf moon. Oh gosh. Our garbage man had left the trash cans in the street again. I only know because a delivery truck had hit him this morning super early. Good morning, Robert. I hope everybody's ready for their, depending where you're at in the US or in the world, for our sub-zero temperatures coming. Speaking of being sick, can I get a health plan for co-hosting this gig? I can try to send you the paperwork. No, Jay, he's coming. Let his car warm up. 401k. Yes, it's a 401. I'll give you a $4.01. Gator, it's 11 here this morning. Let's see how warm it is outside. So it says it's 10 here. Feels like 6. Then we get this little bit of a warm front on Friday and Saturday. And then we nosedive next week, and it's pretty much winter from there on out. Which I like ice fishing, so. Yeah, next week's good ice making weather. Jay just came in the door. I need you and Jay to co-host a show on my station. Whenever. Yeah, just let us know. Should have a block heater put in. Oh, gosh. Thing always helps. There you go. We don't have a 401k. We have an OU 812. Morning. How's it feel outside?
Cold.
Literally cold?
It's not windy.
Well, that's a big difference.
Yeah, that's good. It's just cold.
How far from Dayton is the lake you fish at? For the Patreon trip? Well, Dayton's an hour away, so 6 or 5 hours
From where?
from Dayton to the cabin.
Okay.
I'm guessing because it's exactly 4 hours from here. Depending on how you hit traffic when you put it in the GPS,
So yeah, 5
it
hours.
says
yeah.
3 hours and 58 minutes, or it says 4 hours and 1 minute.
Hmm.
Depending on what time of day you put it in.
Yeah.
There you go, Stonebender. All hail Jay.
Oh, welcome, Stonebender.
I'm gonna have to go blow my nose. There's some real easy episodes today
Right, cool.
because I'm still sick.
Yeah.
I'm getting into week 4.
Oh gosh.
But Junior was saying,
Somehow I've avoided it. From all you guys.
well, yeah, you don't have kids constantly licking inside your nose, though.
No, but I've been around you guys enough.
Maybe I need to lick inside your nose.
Get it?
Because I don't even think I have the same thing the kids do.
Something different, maybe.
Well, it's from what the doctor told me, the kids had RSV. It's very, very rare for adults to show any symptoms besides like a very tiny mild flu.
Yeah.
And it's very rare for it to go on this long.
Yeah. I'm sure it's.
Have you guys been seeing these like manta and things checking out the out the wildfires? Have you seen where they have been seeing these? No, I haven't. There is a video. I'll look into it.
Yeah, I've not either.
Because in the book we talk about that, I think the manta rays specifically start their migration on the West Coast and work their way east until they hit the Appalachians and then go back up.
Big loop.
Mm-hmm. Bigfoot Recon, good morning. It's cold outside. I went to feed the birds. I'm not going to read the rest. Good morning, James.
Good morning, James.
Laura, is that right? Good morning.
Yep. Good morning, Laura.
Oh, her kids have it too. I'm sorry, Laura.
Oof. Yeah, it's been going around all December.
Yeah, we know a couple other babies that have it too.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
We're avoiding Raina. Hello, Mom.
Yeah, I would too.
Mom, you're getting the kids tonight. So me and Emily can go to Euchre. He was supposed to text you 2 days ago, but I don't know.
Oh, what a way to drop it on her.
I was just thinking about it. She's right there.
What if they were planning on coming to Euchre tonight?
Well, they could, but now they're getting kids.
And they were.
Oh, it's Dad. All right. Hey, how you feeling? You've been sick too. You feel any better?
Robert, that sounds pretty nice.
I got a wood stove stocked up. It's 89 in the house. So we don't have a functioning wood stove. The only thing I don't like about wood stoves is how dry they make the house.
Oh yeah.
Especially this house. Where my grandpa or mom and dad would have 2 like tea kettles on top of the stove constantly.
Huh.
Because they just put out steam.
Right, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, your dad says better. Good. Then me and Jay have the ice safety class if Tasha gets in here this morning. On Saturday.
This Saturday morning.
Yep. We'll go up early and fish for a little bit, and then I think the class is around 11. I'll probably pick you up around 5.
No, I'm not doing it then.
Oh, I'm driving. You just gotta lay in the van.
I still have to work that night.
Yeah, you can sleep. Oh, we got the big rocking chairs now.
Not that early.
No, we'll see. We have 2 big pots of water on it all the time. It also adds thermal mass. So there you
Yep.
go.
They hate
Laura,
sinks.
hearing them cough is heartbreaking. Yeah. Winter had Atlas is still sick and he still has kind of a nasty cough, but Winters was horrible.
Oh, look, it's snowing again.
Is it? Oh, Bigfoot Recon. Emily was just wearing his shirt the other day. Did I show you the drone footage of the Argo?
No, not yet.
So Dad got a really nice drone for Christmas, and he's still like working on like training it how to follow. Hit play. It's only a minute long. Robert says it's 4 degrees here. Oh, in New York, I believe it.
That's crazy how steady it is.
Dad's getting really good with it. I'm hoping he'll go to the ice fishing class with us
Yeah.
and bring that and record some stuff.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice for Tosh too,
Oh, yeah. Heck
to
yeah.
use for the kids and stuff like that. I have an obligatory question. How are the roads? I'll ask the obligatory question. How are the roads?
Obligatory question.
What did I say?
Obligatory.
Oh, how are the roads, Jay? I haven't drove today.
Same as they've been.
So here in Northwest Ohio,
This is cool footage.
Dad did a really good job with it,
Mhm.
and then he trained it to land in a spot,
Mm.
and that's why I had to back up the Argo because I was parked right on top of the spot he'd pinned.
Oh, you're gonna land it right on you. It looks cool too from that.
It's such a clear camera.
Yeah, it is.
Like you said, it's steady too.
Yeah, it just looks like he's sitting on top of. I don't know. It's just, there's no movement at all. How are the roads?
The roads.
Semi flat.
Now that all the country roads are still horrible.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no drifts anymore. It's just frozen down.
It's so cold. I saw 2 fire hydrants fighting over a dog. Good morning, Caroline.
Oh, is it almost Brian's bedtime?
It sounds like it. Never forget that night.
Yeah, I know, me either. Oh, they're fighting over the dog.
It's gonna be worse this year
Why?
because it's at the campground.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, that was that one.
Because I'm just planning on bringing the big grill and
Yeah,
never leaving. We'll just fill the couple. We'll take 3 coolers and just fill them with meat.
yeah. That'll be easy.
Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. I can only eat hot dogs so much though anymore. Too many nitrates.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
If anybody's bought the book and you feel led to, please go leave a 5-star review on Amazon.
Yeah, we need to start saying that stuff.
There's
more.
2 5 stars and 1 0 star.
You're just gonna hate.
It was very. I thought it was kind of funny the stuff like some stuff they said was blatantly untrue. Tosh, what's up? Hey, so what time are you telling everybody for the ice safety class on Saturday? 10 or 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock. Me and Jay will both be there. We're going to be there in the morning. We're going to fish for a little bit, and then we'll do the ice safety class. 11 a.m. Okay, that's what I thought.
All right.
I think that's what we've been doing the last couple of years. I hope there'll be a bung of meat. I'm assuming B's going to have some food vendors too. Oh, and apparently we were not the only people that had problems with the camp, like the campsite stuff.
Oh, really?
Which the guys that run that were super nice. I'll be setting up Tent City by 8 a.m. Yeah, we'll be there by 8. I'll probably get Jay around, probably around 7 so we can get bait, so we can be there by 8. Maybe a little earlier. Your door's the one by the stairs, right? Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning, Matthew.
I missed Indian Lake's a good lake to learn how to ice fish on. Man, this past weekend was bad in Michigan though.
What?
Like 8 or 9 snowmobiles went through.
Jeez.
And it's just there's no such thing as safe ice. And I don't know what it is this year. It's been bad. We've lost a couple kids. We've lost a couple adults already.
Hey, people get antsy.
Yeah, and it's pressure cracks. So we've had some warm-ups. Then we've had some hard freezes.
Mhm.
So there's pressure cracks forming. And people are hitting the pressure cracks in snowmobiles at speed. Because I hate snowmobiles. I hate them. I hate them. Hate them. I hate motorcycles. And it's nothing to do with people. With motorcycles, it's nothing to do with people on motorcycles most of the time.
Mhm.
It's everybody else.
Okay.
I always feel like somebody's going to wreck into a motorcycle. For snowmobiles just fly across the lakes. I'll never forget. I was on Burt Lake when that guy died from a snowmobile because he ran right into the guy's shanty. I've had them at Indian Lake. I had snowmobiles swerve and touch my shanty.
Gee.
They kept doing it.
Yeah.
I hate snowmobiles. I just hate them. But that's what they do. They try to hit the pressure cracks at speed to hop over them.
Yeah.
And they go under them, and then they're dead. Oh, we got a lot. I'm going down to the festival the day before. We'll be there early Thursday because it opens at noon on Thursday. So we'll leave super early that morning.
Okay.
Because I'll probably make Jay set up the booth while I set up the campground.
Oh, jeez. That ain't right.
Your weather is in my yard. Y'all need to come pick it up. I've heard that from all of our Arkansas friends.
Morning, Jake.
Morning, Jake. 4362 Mott. 35 degrees this morning at 6:15 a.m. in California. Oh, depending on what part of California you're in, that's pretty cold. Ain't Jay the beta what anyway?
Hey, Paul. You better slow it down there.
We are going ice fishing on Wamplers this weekend, but on the ice. Wamplers, it should have, I think, decent ice. I've seen reports from the area. The only ice fishing I've done is at the Gordon's Fish Market. It's not for everybody, and if it's very scary to learn if you don't have somebody to teach you.
Ice fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've also rewritten the 70s songs that we'll be making videos for. Awesome. I joined late. Can you start over? Oh, sure. Sure, mullets. We'll start right over for you.
In the stream.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah. It never happened.
Oh, gosh.
I've also rewritten some 70s. Like Weird Al rewritten? Like, what's going on here, Brian? We need more info.
Yeah.
I want to know.
No, and I think ice fishing needs a lot of. I said this. I know I'm a broken record when it comes to this stuff. In person, the ice fishing community is a lot different than the online presence.
Hmm.
The Facebook pages are just horrible. With get off, like people will comment, "Hey, coming from 5 hours away, I don't need anybody's spots. Don't need any lakes. Just what's the average ice in Clare County or whatever."
Yeah.
Is that you?
Oh, it's in my jacket. Yes, it is.
Who's calling you this early?
Well,
Grandma?
what's Randy? Can't really answer.
Don't answer him right now.
Huh?
Don't answer him right now.
I can't.
We'll just call him back.
I'll text him back.
Say we're in the middle of a live stream.
He's probably heading up to the lake right now.
Yeah. Which we got to talk about next year. I didn't know what company to get a hold of. Yeah, the next year's Patreon ice fishing trip is going to be in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, possibly.
I'm down for it. Robert says the first time I went ice fishing, there's a big pressure crack go right through one of my holes. Yeah, it's scary. I've had it happen. It's really scary. So it's like the foam shaft is now the theme for Sasquatch.
Oh,
so he's the original theme was SWAT. I also want to do the original themes from SWAT and do a video. So he's changing it for the Sasquatch theme.
Yeah. What if you did a Flash Gordon theme?
Black Sheep, good morning.
You could do the Flash Gordon theme, make it in the Squatch. Squatch. Oh.
So in like Wisconsin, Minnesota, they put bridges over pressure cracks.
Huh?
Like there's companies out there, literally metal bridges for cars and trucks. A guy had just lost his truck with his wife. There's a video you can find it just from this season, where you can see it in the background. You can see the bridge. He's flying because the pressure crack's widening, and he's thinking he's gonna get stuck in the lake. He hits his pressure crack going 55 miles an hour, and just the truck nosedives in. It's just, it's okay to sit in the lake.
Man, that's insane. That'd be so scary.
It is. I mean, there's been some scary situations. It's never safe. There's no such thing as safe ice. What?
Trying to think of an example of safe ice.
There's no such thing. People have gone through in 20 inches and stuff like that. Pressure cracks form. You don't see them because of snow.
Well, the icy QP's safe.
No, it's got bacteria in it.
They changed. They clean theirs.
No, they don't. It has not been cleaned since the 50s.
Oh.
Because that baby was a baby.
Still a baby.
And he's a man child now.
A baby man child. A QP baby.
But yeah, there's just a lot of problems in the ice fishing. Oh, I say
there. Brian's got it. Ice in my bourbon is safe.
There you go. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning, Joan.
What was I saying? Oh, it's just like people just get off your lazy bum, get off the couch and go check yourself and stuff. You're coming from 5-6 hours away with kids or whatever. Like, the pages are literally called like Michigan ice condition reports, like
Right, yeah.
that kind of stuff, or ice fishermen helping ice fishermen. I get spots all the time. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I'm sure some people don't like you.
Oh no, gosh, no. I got in a lot of trouble. Burbot on Burt Lake. Whenever we start catching them, I'm like, they're right under us because you can't catch all the burbot, like because you only bite for so little time.
Right, yeah.
And I don't care if anybody sits up right beside us.
Right.
I like talking to people.
Yeah.
As long as you're not being an a-hole with how you place gear.
Right.
Everybody's normally pretty good about it. What do you say? We are in Canada. They had 14 feet of ice. I would say that's safe. There's no such thing. When ice gets that thick, the dangers with it are the pressure cracks and the moving.
And it flipping.
Like there's a whole different set of differences of dangers. When ice gets too thick.
It's going to flip over on you. Like
30 inches. Yeah. 30 inches of ice. What'll happen is the pressure crack will open and be covered in snow. So you can't see it. And it's deep enough that water. So how we find them up like in Michigan is normally water will wet the snow and it'll highlight the crack.
Yeah.
When the ice is super thick, it won't reach. Oh wait, you can catch bourbon from under burbot, yeah, with a T. Literally just change the N to a T. Burbot.
Pretty close.
Burbot.
Burbot.
That
sounds like a funny name for a frog on a cartoon.
They kind of look like a big frog. They look like a frog tadpole.
Must be where they got the name.
Lawyers, eel pouts. What else they call them? Snot tubes.
Oh.
Lawyer's a big one for them.
Lawyers? There's got to be a reason.
Slimy bottom feeders.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh,
I didn't do it. I'm just saying that's what. I've been fishing in the Gulf. That was a different kind of scary. The boat was between swells, and I could see it was water higher than the boat. Oh yeah, went back to port after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ocean is just eerie.
The ocean's different.
Even in the Gulf. I mean, Gulf's nice, though. I haven't been down there in a long time. Freshwater cod.
Burbot? Who said that? Oh yeah,
Robert.
That's the only freshwater cod. Now I got my new ice fishing lure.
I think we'll snag into one or two with that.
Maybe we'll spear some pike. I don't know. Iceman cut the Gulf of America. Yeah. You seen Trump said that?
Uh-uh.
Better rename it to the Gulf of America. Technically, it should be whoever has the most shoreline touching it.
Yeah.
And I don't know who, if it's America or if it's Mexico. No, it's not South America. Touching the Gulf does not have the most.
Okay.
It would have to be. It'd either be Florida or it'd be America or Mexico.
You look on the map. No, but what did he say that for? Or when, I guess.
I don't know. He just was being Trump. I just seen
Ooh.
one of the new governor or something of Canada.
Which one? The new
The
prime
lady,
minister?
the lady
Oh, lady? Okay.
talking about how we have no interest in becoming the 51st state,
Yeah.
but we're offering California, Washington, and Oregon to be the 11th province.
Oh, that's their rebuttal?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
4362 says it's Mexico. It probably is Mexico.
Yeah, it
James says
is.
it's a big old lure. Maybe you can catch ice Nessie with that. There you go. Catching pike in the Great Miami River this time of year. Oh yeah, pike like the cold. Man, I may have to go take something.
But it looks almost 50-50.
Like I said, you have to get down to the nitty gritty, probably.
Yeah. It looks pretty. Catching pike in the Great Miami River this time of year. Catching pike's so fun. And they taste so good. I just hate getting the hook out of their mouth. James, that's a big old lure. Maybe you can catch an ice Nessie with that. An ice Nessie. Not even the normal one. Bro, they can have them. Okay, there's a ban on drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, but renaming it will remove the bans. Oh. Well, renaming, I mean, how does that work? Because just calling it something America doesn't make it ours, I guess. If that's the case, I'm going to start just claiming land by my name. Like they used to. How does that work? I mean, how does that remove the ban? But don't we have enough oil reserves here in the land too to we don't need to Huh?
Talking about oil.
Just use needle nose pliers for pike. Oh, I know. I do use those. Removing hooks from pike.
Be a man. Put your hand in there.
Yeah, okay. Ask Nick how that worked out for him.
That was a saw guy.
Oh.
I have removed pike lures with my hands.
Yeah, me too, but I don't want to.
There's a ban on drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, but renaming it will remove the ban. Oh, well, there you go. We technically have the most shoreline. Just use needle nose pliers.
How do we technically have the most?
Probably like the measurements with the coastline. Yeah. So there's a thing called the infinite coastline paradox.
Yeah.
You know that?
Mm-mm.
So it's the more you measure a coastline, the longer it gets.
Okay.
Because it's technically it's like where does coastline start? The smaller tool you use, the more numbers you get, because you can get more finer detail of where a coastline is. Like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's a small infinity.
Yeah.
Like it's between 0 and 1.
Like,
but there's infinite numbers between 0 and 1.
Like 33.3 repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We're gonna probably have Wolves back next year.
Brian?
Yeah. Well, Brian is coming back. I already verified with him. No, like Wolves to Ohio. Everybody's gonna hate it.
Yeah, they are.
Talking to Dad about it. He's not excited for it.
What? They're just naturally coming back, or
Yeah. Oh, they would never publicly bring them back. They go pike fishing or at Maumee River in Grand Rapids, Ohio, or the old flour mill. Use a bobber and live bait. I love pike. Pike fishing.
Me too.
They're like fishing for bluegill for adults.
Yeah, I can see that.
They like most generally, they like to bite. Even like maybe not the monsters, like the trophies aren't really like that, but like the juvenile pike, that 16 to 24-inch pike. If you got kids or you just want to have fun, like we go to this little pond by the cabin. I took Peyton and you guys there last year. That's where the swans were.
Okay.
It's a tiny pond. It's full of little pike.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah, I like that. That's probably my favorite spot.
Because we just go.
So far.
Yeah, we just go because you know the tip-ups are going to go off all day.
Yeah.
All day.
You're kind of blocked by the wind a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tiny pond.
Yeah.
There's another pond I have not taken you to yet that we actually got, not a trophy, but a keeper out of a couple years back.
Yeah.
It's right by the cabin. It's tiny. It's tinier than Mill Pond.
Okay.
It's called Pike Pond. And I think we only
we went there. We didn't fish it, but we went and checked
looked
it out.
at it. Yeah. I think we only caught 3 pike there. It was the weirdest day. We caught perch on pike gear, and we caught bullheads. We got a lot of bullheads. It's full bullheads. All right, where are we? Mexico's got the Gulf of California between Baja, but that's not part of the state. Oh, yeah. As in Canis lupus, mi familia, yes. Bring what back? Wolves. Good morning, Kyle. Turning and burning today. Hey, have a good day, Kyle. Wilson, Ohio. The 3 little pigs make a new housing development. Yes.
Yeah.
If you fillet pike right, you'll get 5 fillets and no Y bones. There's several ways to do it with no Y bones.
If you do pike right, you pickle it. And you save all the Y bones in it and dissolve them out.
Like I said, if we get any keepers, we'll pickle them up there.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We're going to have enough tip-ups in the water that statistically we should get a keeper.
We should, yeah.
I don't know. Our lake's always hit and miss with keepers.
Yeah.
Like, we have a lot of pike that are right at 23 inches.
Yeah. Is it under?
24. You got to be 24 inches to keep.
And over?
So, remember, the long lake was different.
Right, yeah. That's what
Our lake is 24 inches and over.
Okay.
So, Michigan has pretty much kind of 2 rules for pike. It is either 2 fish per person over 24 inches a day.
Just 1?
2 fish.
Okay.
Or 5 fish per person. Only 1 over 26 a day.
So weird.
Which it's management styles.
Yeah.
So it depends on what they want to do. So if they're putting in, let's say they're stocking walleye in a lake, they don't want all the pike gone.
Right.
But they want to hammer out the ones that are directly competing for food for the walleye.
Right.
But a healthy walleye fishery still needs predators for the walleye.
Right. Yep.
So they want to protect the trophy size pike and kind of thin down the juvenile pike.
Right. They eat man eaters.
Yeah.
Bulk eaters.
So it makes sense why they do it.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like
pike take a long time compared to other commercial fish
to grow.
To get and grow and to breed. They do really well. They're highly successful. And I hate here we're getting into all the stuff Mr. E hates today. I hate bass fishermen because they kill pike. I can't tell you how many times I've seen them take a pike and club it over the head and throw it back.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I'm all for eating fish, but they just do it because they hate catching them.
Right, yeah.
Like you're fishing where they live.
Right,
you're going to catch whatever. And they do it with bowfin too.
Yeah, that's wrong.
And my fish is much more ancient than your fish and better in every way. A largemouth bass is a swimming trash bag.
Yeah, but they like them, I guess. Like catch
because they don't have teeth. They're easy to catch. They're potatoes.
Right, yeah.
They fight. A 1 pound bowfin bites harder than a 9 pound largemouth bass.
Yeah.
And I know those for facts.
But they don't bite the hook as easy.
You just can't.
That's the problem.
Pike tastes better than bass. Everything tastes better
Yeah,
than
it does.
bass. Largemouth bass tastes like water.
Huh.
Smallmouth bass is pretty good.
Oh yeah, it
I
is.
enjoy small. And that's just largemouth bass. Smallmouth bass are a completely different animal.
Yeah.
I thought it was fish, two
One fish,
fish.
two fish, red fish,
Oh.
blue fish.
So true, pike. Right. I love pike. Pike tastes like compared to other fish. They are very firm texture, which I enjoy.
Mhm.
When you're cooking fish, they hold up really well. They're a pretty classic predatory whitefish taste.
Very white meat.
Yeah, very clean. They're slimy on the outside and very clean on the inside.
Very slimy on the outside.
But that's their immune system. That's
Yeah.
that's an immune system. It's mucus. I would say pike, when you fry pike, it's one of the classic, like the best tasting just whitefish. It's not like walleye. Walleye has a little bit more flavor, and perch have a little bit more of a flavor themselves.
Yeah.
But you cut pike into squares and just bread it and fry it. It's really good.
It's so good. It really is so good.
And it's firm. It's you don't got to worry about it falling apart. They're pretty easy to clean. Like Bigfoot Recon was talking about. If you don't know how to clean them, they can be kind of tough.
Right, with those Y bones.
Yeah, but
you don't cut or
I clean under the Y and I clean over the Y, and that's it.
Yeah, right.
Or I'll clean if I'm feeling lazy, I'll literally just clean the whole fillet and then just cut the strip of Y bones out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they're fantastic though.
Pike are good. The Bass-O-Matic 9000. That's some good bass.
Oh god.
Pike have nice flaky white meat. Pike have no calories or very low calories. Yeah, they're very clean fish. When we talk about, they're lean. They're very lean fish.
They're so good. Especially, I mean, just
in
a
We're
clean
going
lake
ice fishing
too.
for carp on Sunday. Carp taste. It depends where you get them from. But carp can taste pretty good too.
Definitely depends. I don't think the Hog Creek carp are.
Well, I wouldn't eat anything out of Hog Creek.
Yeah.
So there's some bass in there that you shouldn't eat.
I still remember when we had our German Shepherd and she ate a carp we caught out of there. She ate it, like
Started eating
just
it.
started chewing like okay. We'll go enjoy. She did. She ate the whole thing. She was a brute.
I mean, fish to the ice is so much better. And they're low parasites.
Less in the ice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the parasites go dormant.
Mm.
Apparently, one of the bags I gave Dad had worms in one of the meat.
Oh no.
The Turks here in Dayton love the carp. You ever notice that all pike smell like iron? I could see that. They definitely have a very strong odor. You can't lie. When you go to the restaurant after fishing, you can't lie whether you caught pike or not.
No.
Oh, no. I know why they smell like that. I don't know if I ever talked about this. You know why pike and muskie? Esox. Esox, that's the family group. It's the family group of pike and muskie and pickerel. They specifically match the scent of their target fish.
Which
they produce an enzyme. So pike actually smell like bullhead minnows or fathead minnows in captivity. Which are, you've seen them. It's the classic minnow you buy here in Ohio. They get the big purple heads when they're breeding. They actually smell. If you grab them and pull one up to your nose that's in the breeding, they have a really strong odor. They're just tiny, so it's hard to tell. Pike produce that same enzyme. So you get up really close to them and other prey fish.
Right.
And not spook them.
Right, yeah.
Muskie do it with shad. They mimic the shad enzymes.
That's pretty crazy.
So what they'll do is swim right under the shad school, but the whole school of shad won't freak out because they're not smelling a predator.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nature finds a way.
Oh, yeah. No, muskie and pike, I mean, they're ESOX basically translates roughly to ecosystem kings. That no matter what environment they end up in, they're normally the king dog.
Yeah.
Because even the pickerel, there's chain pickerel, which get pretty big. Because people think pickerel are all tiny. No, pickerel get kind of big. And that roll kind of the south. But then there's grass pickerel and redfin pickerel that end up in all the streams and creeks.
Yeah.
And they run them.
Yeah.
They're really cool. Okay. We are hoping to get 5 over 50. That's awesome. I don't know my biggest grass carp. I have no idea how big it is. It was 5 foot, like 3 inches long.
Jeez.
And I got a picture of it, but our scaling went to 50 pounds and it kept maxing it out.
Well, yeah.
And I remember there's a picture of Dad holding it at his chest and its tail dragging on the ground.
Well, if it's 5 foot, whatever, yeah.
It's not like 5'2" or 5'3", something like that.
Yeah, like hold it up over his head. To
It was
get
bigger
off
than me at the time I caught it. Amazing. There you go. Smiley Cyrus, good morning.
Good morning, Smiley.
Um,
Holy carp, says Brian.
mhm.
He just Brian, you can't stop. You bleed
It's
tons. I love it. Holy carp.
that'd be really cool to get both into the ice.
That would be nuts.
They don't eat though. We hate when people call walleye pickerel. So, funny enough, we talked about this on the show. All walleye were pike when white settlers got here to North America. They were yellow pike and blue pike, which is the extinct walleye cousin.
Mm.
But all walleye, anyone the white settlers got here to North America, anything that had teeth was a pike. Anything that didn't have teeth was a trout or a minnow or a carp. So that's how our native suckers started getting called carp. And that's how I was talking. So walleye were getting called pike because they had. What are you laughing at,
Brian?
Oh, and then there's tons of fish that are still have the name trout that aren't trout at all, like trout perch and like log perch, like all kinds of stuff that have nothing to do with.
It's fish people.
Oh no, it's just because it's what the Europeans knew.
Fish Europeans.
Yeah, they weren't fish people. They did not care. And then they brought their dirty carp in barrels. Is the only fish that could survive in the bottom of a ship for 6 months.
The dirty carp.
I mean, they've destroyed a lot of North American fisheries. Grass carp and the common carp. Not native.
Excuse me. You got more coffee out there?
Yeah.
I have to go get me a cup.
Go get you a cup. There's always coffee.
Yeah.
I'm actually out of coffee.
Well, that's fun.
But I'm starting to drink it not on just Tuesdays. As a tea kettle. Yeah, so that'd be really cool to get a bowfin ice fishing. Our lake has some really big ones. I got one of Grandpa's mounted from the lake. He tried to release it and it was dead. So he felt bad, so I got it mounted for him. I think it's 33 or 34 inches, which is bigger than the Ohio state record. But yeah, bowfin are such a hard fight. If you can get them. My biggest bowfin I think is 19 pounds out of Florida, and it's just they're monsters. It's like hooking up to stingrays. You guys have lightning trout. What do you think of them? I don't know what a lightning trout is. Is it a palomino trout, the yellow ones, the yellow rainbow trout? You'll have to tell me what exactly you mean, Smiley. I guess I can look it up. Let me look it up. So, where's my phone? Oh, yeah.
2024.
I don't know where my phone. Oh, they're right there. Up in the iPad.
Hiding in plain sight.
I want to look at what a lightning trout is.
Oh, I just seen a
Lightning trout. A palomino. So here, yeah. So they are albino rainbow trout. That's all they are.
oh cool.
Brown trout. There you go. I don't care for brown trout. I don't care for rainbow trout. They are bred and stocked out here in California. Yeah. So if you don't have any native trout populations, because California actually had tons of really crazy species of trout. Before, basically they were stealing all the water and killed a bunch of them through agriculture and stuff. Like Yellowstone had like 3 or 4 species native to just Yellowstone area. My big problem with stocking rainbow trout and brown trout. Rainbow trout Well, actually, they may be native out west. I gotta look up. A steelhead salmon, and a rainbow trout are the same fish. Steelhead salmon native range. Yeah, so you guys actually are supposed to have steelhead or rainbow trout. So that's different for you from what I'm talking about, Smiley. I hate when they stock rainbow trout here in the States, like on our side of the country, because they're not supposed to be here. And I really hate when they stock brown trout, because brown trout aren't even native to this continent, let alone, at least rainbows are native to one side of the country. Browns aren't even native to the continent. And we have native trout that they don't put any money into stocking.
Which doesn't make sense.
I know. It's stupid. Like, just start raising brook trout, because brook trout don't get nearly as big as brown trout. But they're the native ones, and in my opinion, they are far more gorgeous. You get a brookie in full color, and his jaws, like, all hooked up and stuff like that.
And they're meant to be here.
They're supposed to be here. And you don't have to put nearly as much money into forcing them to thrive, because they're supposed to be here.
Right, yeah.
So that's one thing. Cutthroats are amazing species. You can catch grass and chain pickerel in Lake Erie along the grass shore. Oh, yeah. But the only place you can get chains is still in Ohio. Like the California River, rainbow can be a problem. Browns are taking over some rivers and creeks out here. They should not stock browns anywhere in the U.S. because once they get into a river system, they just destroy it and they take over. So Michigan's having tons of problems with that now, trying to redo native trout, brook trout, and they're trying to get the brown trouts out of some of these systems, and they just cannot. And the browns are so much bigger bullies, so brook trout are almost exclusively insectivores. They pretty much just eat fish
or bugs.
Sorry, brown trout are omnivores. They'll eat bugs and they'll eat the brook trout. So they'll be a couple inches longer and weigh like 2 pounds more, and then just start eating all the stock brook trout. So the brook trout have no chance to kind of take off back.
Right, yeah. Makes sense.
So I don't like brown trout. I think they're actually really cool fish. It's not that I don't like them as an animal. I don't like what the states are doing with them as an animal. And the same goes for rainbows, but at least rainbows are native to the country. And rainbows need a supersized body of water to finish their life cycle. So for a rainbow trout, it has to become a steelhead salmon to finish a life cycle. Or you need hormones, like in captivity. You can get them to produce eggs and all that stuff in their juvenile state with hormones. It's human growth hormone.
I'm not surprised.
We did it with carp whenever we needed a baby carp for muskies, because they hatch in like 20 hours.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you just inject them, and within 12 hours after you inject them, they're laying eggs, and then 20 hours after that, baby carp.
That's crazy. That's just weird.
You need them though for muskie, because muskie just immediately start eating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, browns are a problem. I don't think anybody should be stocking browns. But there's a group of trout fishermen, like fly fishermen, that will never, ever, ever agree with that statement.
And I used to fish in Lake Huron for coho until Canada started dumping pink salmon in it.
Yeah, pink salmon are controversial too. Michael, what's up? Yeah, I'll call you later today after recording.
Hello, Michael.
I like pinks. So pinks are the tiny salmon. They get like that big.
Oh, gosh. Huh.
The pink salmon get like that big.
Yeah.
And they depend, like, it's just weird. Sometimes they really take off and sometimes they don't.
Brian, we don't sing that song in here.
No. But yeah, like, I think the only the only salmonid native to the Great Lakes, I believe, are lake trout. And technically, brook trout are native to the Great Lakes too, but they don't live in the lake most of the time because they can't. So it's Lakers, and I don't think there's any other native salmonids, which are the salmon and trout family.
Yeah.
Besides whitefish. That was the other thing, is we've decimated our whitefish population, which are large-scaled salmonids. They don't look like trout and salmon, but they're really closely related.
Mm.
And they just like king salmon aren't supposed to be in the Great Lakes.
But they are.
Yeah, because we put them there.
Right, yeah.
I think it's just What salmonids are native to the Great Lakes? And the AI overview is going to tell me the wrong answer. Coho salmon, pink salmon, steelhead, and chinook, which are king salmon. None of those are native.
It's AI.
Mhm.
It knows everything. It's always right. Let's say
Oh, char.
char is nasty.
Oh,
Smoked whitefish.
grayling, which are char, are native to the Great Lakes, and they're pretty much gone.
What is it?
Grayling,
Oh, grayling.
they're a type of whitefish, but man, they get the big sail fins on them.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, the top 5 salmonids in the Great Lakes, not one of them is native.
Dang.
Atlantic salmon, Chinook salmon, coho, rainbows, and browns.
Your eastern salmon doesn't die when they spawn, right?
Huh?
Said your eastern salmon doesn't die when they spawn.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, most of the time, depending on what species.
Where are you from, Mont?
I think steelheads go back now over here. Kings die. I think steelhead go back.
Tourism fish. What was you referring to?
Any of them.
Oh, the ones you were just
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, basically.
They stock them. I like catching king salmon. Don't get me wrong. Kings are a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I like natural systems. Lake trout are really fun too, and they used to get massive, but now
So
they
they-
don't because
yeah.
the king salmon eat all the food.
Son of a.
I've caught trout in the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. Oh yeah. North Santa Fe Bay, is that
San Francisco Bay.
San Francisco Bay area?
Nice.
Yeah. So I think the browns, or not the browns, the kings, the cohos, the pinks, they all die after they spawn. But that's not because the journeys are hard. It's just because they actually lose the ability to eat after.
Yeah. They fall apart, right?
Yeah. Because they pretty much spawn till they die.
Yeah.
I have a shirt that says that from the
Spawn or
Alaskan.
die.
No, spawn till you die.
Spawn till you die.
It's from an Alaskan Inuit artist.
Oh, that's cool.
So Frank would tell. I always wanted one of this guy's shirts.
Yeah.
You can't order them online.
No, it's just a guy.
You have to go find them.
Yeah.
And Frank got me one and sent it to me.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Because I always wanted one of his shirts, and he's like, I've ran into him once before, and if I ever see him again, I'll get you one.
Yeah.
And he did. It spawned. But it's all of his art is mostly salmon or fish themed,
Yeah.
and it's all about the salmon runs and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
I don't wear it a lot because it looks kind of creepy.
Okay.
Because it has a half rotten salmon and a normal salmon, and I don't think spawn till you die. People don't get what it means.
What it means, yeah.
Well, if it's a competition between the fish, we don't have to worry about browns.
They can't win anything.
And the Browns do a lot better than the football team. The brown fish, brown trout. Yeah, no, I don't think we should be stocking any of them. All in the crappie is the best for the dinner plate. It's become fish talk morning.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
I like crappie a lot. Arkansas has been the best crappie state I've ever been to.
Ooh, I wonder what the best fish I've ever eaten.
You don't get them a lot because it's a northern fish mostly, but they'll kind of pop up everywhere. They can pop up in Florida and stuff, but they're mostly
What's this?
high number rock bass.
Oh, rock bass. Okay.
I love eating them. And they're halfway between a normal sunfish, like a panfish, and a bass. They're pretty meaty for their size. And they clean like a crappie with a little bit thicker meat for their size. They taste, they're blue. They taste like any of the panfish.
Yeah.
But they cook really well. Walleye's good. I think walleye's overrated because of where we live.
It could be.
If you catch your own walleye, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I like frying walleye. It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not saying it's not good.
Especially the cheeks and
But
the wings.
$19 or $20 a pound.
That could be a bit steep.
Well, that's what they sell it for.
Really?
Or $25 a pound is the one time I seen it this year.
Oh my gosh.
And that's that's 2.5 fillets. Depending on how big the fish is.
That's way too much.
So I think they're a little overrated when it comes to that. Perch are always up there, top 5
Perch
for
are good.
size and quality.
Yeah, perch is good.
It's got to be. I think my top 4 out of my 5 are panfish.
Perch tacos.
But if I'm doing a family fish fry, it's always catfish.
Really?
Soak them in. You can either. I think they taste fine, but if you don't like the taste of catfish, you got two options. You can soak them in 7-Up for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and the acid in the 7-Up will break down some of those fatty compounds that people don't like.
Mhm.
Or you can soak them in milk for like 12 hours.
Mm.
And they taste great. It actually bleaches them white. They taste like any other whitefish.
Mm.
I always laugh at the guys that are catching the zombie salmon and they're going to eat them. Those go right into the smoker. We were at the Tippy Dam, and we were getting our pictures with some up. Mikey.
Hey, what's up, Mikey?
We were getting our pictures with some of the big dead king salmon or dying king salmon.
Mm-hmm.
They're all spawned out, still kind of flapping on their sides. They're huge, so you're getting pictures with them. And there's this old German guy collecting them.
Yeah.
And he's going to eat them. They got big chunks of rotten flesh on them.
Oof.
And he's like, you cut off the rotten bits and you put them in the smoker.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
There's got to be a point.
Cut off the rotten bits, though.
That's the problem. Is if it had any, people think of that with the bread and you just the mold spots.
Yeah, you peel the mold off the bread,
but you don't realize the mycelia is already all the way through it.
No, it's just in the spot you can see.
Some
folks think talking about fish is a crappie subject, or does it say crappie? No, crappie. But I think those people should be knocked off their perch.
Brian, Bigfoot Recon said, every rock bass I've caught has little black rings on the meat. I don't know where you catch them from. I've never seen that. Now there's black dot, which is a parasite. Okay. Smiley says, have you guys ever talked about the Fresno night crawlers? Yes, we have an episode of. I've only been listening since the Sky Creatures episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an older episode, but it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Fresno night crawlers or something like that.
Right, yeah, I'm sure you'll typing in Fresno in our search, we'll find it. But yeah, we definitely covered them.
Oh, pike are up there though too. Pike are good eating. Catfish, I like. Flatheads. Pretty much the only one I don't really super care for is blues.
Lake St. Clair. Where's that at?
That's the one lake that connects Erie and Huron.
Erie. Okay. Right up by
Detroit,
yeah. Okay. That big old lake.
A bunch of guys ice
we were just talking
muskie,
about it, weren't you?
Yeah. As we were having our discussion of how many Great Lakes there are.
Yeah, that's right.
It can be like you could say 3.
You could say like 7 or 8.
I think 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Because some people count St. Clair. Some people count St. Clair because it's a really, really big lake, but it's hard to tell that when you look from space and you see
the giant
between Erie and Huron.
Yeah, just disappears.
And then other people argue that Huron and Michigan are the same lake.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, we talked about it when we looked at because it's flow through.
Right.
It doesn't have one continuous flow.
Right.
It's sharing water constantly. Both lakes are pushing into each other. And the gap in between them is very large.
I guess.
Everybody to the show. Be easy at work. Good morning, gals and guys. Good morning.
Gail. Good morning, Gail.
And they directly share fish populations, which is something to look at too when you're talking about management.
Yeah.
There's no cutoff. So there's rivers between the rest of them with dams and everything else in them. So they're more isolated.
I get it.
I mean, I could see it being the same lake, technically speaking.
But then you lose the homes thing.
What homes? Oh, it doesn't matter. Nobody remembers it from that.
That's how I remember.
Not one person remembered it from that.
Me.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye, Chris.
Yep, it's time to go. So we gotta start saying bye, guys. The people fishing up the road keep sheephead and call them silver trout.
Ooh.
Well, good for them.
At least they're getting them out of the water.
Why? They're supposed to be there.
I don't like catching them.
Our family always enjoyed catching them.
Great for muskie, pike, smallmouth, and walleye.
Yeah. See you, Michael. Bye, Paul. Our family always enjoyed catching them. I remember Emily got one that was the size of a trash can.
Oh God!
When we rented a headboat. Bye, Mikey. Bye, Robert. We rented a headboat on Lake Erie, and she kept letting her worm harness drop too low.
Oh, gotcha.
She wasn't reeling it fast enough.
Sheephead are getting it.
Oh gosh, every time. And
Yeah.
she was getting pretty. The captain, the cabin boy, were getting frustrated with her. And Ellie kept doing it because she liked catching. Bye, Darren. Bye, Bigfoot.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Gator. Bye, Brian. Hey, Justin, you still doing hometown legend submissions? Yes, please message me. Message me, Dale. Give it a minute longer. Smiley says, "Love you guys. Love you too. Have a good day."
Bye, Smiley.
Sheephead are great fun. They're fun. They're great kid fish too.
Hmm.
Like that's like bluegill, sheephead, pike. Those are good kid fishes.
Okay.
Just bring them bite. They're pretty fun. When a kid catches a 30-pound sheephead,
Mhm.
you know it don't matter what it is. They're not the sheephead, freshwater lobster. I've only tried to eat them one time and it didn't work. And I've heard things of how to make it work. They have an enzyme in their flesh that causes them to break down faster than other fish.
Mm.
I got you, buddy. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye, Dale. Bye, everybody.